FM, The Source.
After 7 o'clock, good morning. It is Thursday, June 7th, 2018. You're listening to AM Ocala Live on WOCA The Source. We are broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall this beautiful, somewhat overcast actually, Thursday morning, just outside the WOCA commissary, where you too can get a hot piece of pizza. Or a slice of pizza.
Yeah.
A slice of pizza. Good morning, Robin. How you doing?
I'm good. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I'm a big fan of that pizza. In fact,
Me too.
I think I'll put it on my list of to-do things today.
Oh, slice and a Coke?
Yeah, slice and a Coke.
There you go.
70 degrees right now. Let's see what the weatherman is saying about the rain situation. High temperatures today expected to reach 86. Oh, there is mention of rain, but about a 35% chance.
Well, it was 100% this morning. I left my place and it rained all the way into the mall.
Oh, well, never mind
I had
then.
my wipers on the whole time.
Well, never mind.
But it did stop when I, got here. It was only sprinkling. So.
So tomorrow the chance of rain increases to 62, Saturday 52, and Sunday 43.
Okay.
So anyway, we just take it as it comes. We're not worried about it at all.
No.
Unless it's a hurricane or something really drastic, then we worry. We don't care about it too much, right?
No.
Got a good show this morning. 7:35, we'll talk about the news and offer opinions and take phone calls, etc. 8 o'clock, Galen Unold will be on with us. We have a short visit with Galen today. But in our short visit with him, I have a list of things, and this is the title of the list. Ready? Don't call yourself a Floridian if you haven't experienced any of these things.
Okay.
So I went through the list, and there are some things I haven't done. I have heard of them. There's a couple that I did not hear about.
Oh.
This one I even think, oh, really? I got to do that to be a Floridian?
Oh, my gosh.
But I want to go over these with Galen and see if he agrees, and if he's done them. I'm guessing he's done more of these than I have.
Okay.
So these are things, don't even think you're a Floridian if you haven't done these things. So,
Nice.
so that's kind of fun. At 8:20, the reason we're having a short visit with Galen is because Joan London is coming on. You might remember Joan London. She used to be on Good Morning America, and
Yep.
I hear her recently.
20 years or so.
Was she there 20
Or
years?
30 years.
Is that right?
A long time, yeah.
We hear her recently on an ad, A Safe Place for Mom, I think is what it's called, right?
Yes.
Which is not what she's coming on to talk to us about. She's talking to us about Netflix. Netflix, a sneak peek at exclusive Netflix originals. Is she in one of them?
I don't know.
Well, what do you know?
But they couldn't get a better person than her. She's pretty
yeah,
amazing.
Yeah. 8:35, that's when we turn off our opinion and we don't try to be entertaining. We just read the news. Today's Thursday. That means Veterans News is coming on at 9:05. Joe Martone and Gary Pascal are the captains of that program.
Yep.
Not the hosts, the captains.
The captains. Yep. They're captains.
Appropriate for the show called Veterans News, right? Lori Williams will be on with us at 9:35. She's with Bob Wine's Community Gardens and Nursery. Look how big my apple tree is getting. Isn't that cool?
I know, it's huge. I just absolutely love it. I hope nobody squashes
I
it
have
or anything.
3 guardians of the apple tree seedlings so far.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm almost close. I'm getting close to... How many other little ones do I have right over? 3 or 2?
3.
So I'm close to having 3 more. I'll have
You have 3.
I have to order some books and then give them away when they're ready. Sherry Shepard is coming on at 9:50. Sherry is an actress and a comedian and a TV personality. She's been on Suddenly Susan, Everybody Loves Raymond, The Jamie Foxx Show, the BET. She is a BET award nominee hosting Lipstick and Laughter, and she's talking about Lipstick and Laughter, which is a new comedy platform showcasing established and emerging female comedians of color.
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
All right. Tom Epperson is coming out at 10:05. Tom is an award-winning novelist and screenwriter. He's got a book called Roberto, To the Dark Tower Came.
Yep. Exactly.
Roberto, To the Dark Tower Came.
That's it.
What?
That's the name.
Roberto, To the Dark Tower Came. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's see. 10:35. Maxine Roseler is going to talk to us about her novel called Queen for a Day. Lisa Gershman is talking about her book called Cuban Flavor. Oh, this is a cookbook, right?
Yeah, but it's amazing. It's really fun looking.
Okay. And then on our segment called Midday with Joe, the best secrets of the Blue Ridge Parkway.
Oh, nice.
The best kept secrets of the Blue Ridge Parkway. And I chose that topic because I've only really, I have been on the Blue Ridge Parkway more than once, but I would say only once, only because I don't remember the other times because I was so little. But I only drove it as an adult one time. As a kid, I'm sure my dad drove it, and I was probably saying, "Oh, this is nice." So yeah, the best kept secrets of the Blue Ridge Parkway. I just every year around this time, I shouldn't say that because I feel like traveling all year long. But every year at this time, I feel like I want to.
Fall is beautiful. The Blue Ridge Parkway in October.
Because of the foliage, right?
Yeah, I love the foliage.
Everybody always makes fun of us when we talk about foliage.
I know, but it's so beautiful. And then you have the waterfalls coming down one side of the mountain, and then you go around a curve, and there's no sun, and they're frozen solid in October. It's just so amazing.
It is. Yeah, we should really get out more often. You know, they say you should move more. As we get older, we don't move as much.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Is there a way to, like, walk and do the show at the same time? Is there a way to, like, just take the microphone, put, like, a headset on, and just take a stroll? I'll just walk everywhere, and we'll just we'll interview people while we're walking.
There you go.
Just come on, walk with me. Let's talk and walk.
There you go.
Well, that's be a new show called Walking and Talking.
Exactly.
Why don't we hey.
There you go.
That's an idea.
You have to be able to run the board remotely. You'd have to have a small little keyboard on the back of your hand or something to push the buttons.
Nah, we'll get a selfie stick and we'll just use like Facebook Live or something.
Oh, okay.
What's that other thing called? Periscope?
Yeah, Periscope.
There's so much technology now. You can pretty much do any idea you have, right? All right, let's take a little break. We will be right back, and then we'll begin the show. Remember, the phone lines will be open. Your calls are invited, and your opinions are welcome, and we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. House Republicans trying for cooperation on immigration with a closed-door meeting this morning. Talks between conservatives and moderates hitting an impasse over citizenship for so-called dreamers.
Now, complicating matters, moderate Republicans working with Democrats appear closer to reaching that magic number of votes, 218 needed on a so-called discharge petition, which would go around House leadership in force action on 4 separate bills. But Speaker Paul Ryan appears optimistic.
Fox's Griff Jenkins. The president set to meet with the Japanese prime minister today. Then he heads to Canada tomorrow for the G7 summit.
Trade will loom large and likely be the focus of 2 bilateral meetings. The president is set to sit down with the French president Emmanuel Macron and the Canadian prime minister Justin Trudeau. I'm told a phone call between the president and the French leader recently was, quote, tough.
Fox's Blake Berman. Fox News. We report. You decide.
Dad, what are you doing?
Cramming for college.
I'm the one going to college.
Yeah, but we need to figure out how we're going to pay for it all.
Discover Student Loans.
Discover does student loans?
Yeah, they're one of the top student loan lenders in the country. It takes 15 minutes or less to apply, and there are no fees for the life of the loan. Best of all, I can earn cash rewards if I get good grades.
Really?
Yeah, we still have time to apply and get a great rate.
So I can just chill. College kids still say that, right?
No one says that, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply. Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Todd, Liberty Mutual just saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online to... Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
Ready for a caring and compassionate career? Home Instead Senior Care is looking for people that are driven to succeed, learn, and have a positive attitude. These caregivers become a part of our championship team, enhancing the lives of aging adults throughout Marion County. Home Instead Senior Care provides non-medical services that allow seniors to remain in their home and meet the challenges of aging with dignity, care, and compassion. For more information, call 352-414-1566.
This is Jennifer McCullough, the Executive Director of Palm Garden.
And I'm Sharon Baker, the Director of Clinical Services.
Last month, I told our listeners all about National Nurses Week, and now we want to talk about National Nursing Assistants Week.
It's the second week in June, and we want to honor all our excellent CNAs who give hands-on care to our precious residents every day. In fact, each department will be doing something special for our CNAs the entire week. It's going to be fun.
A big thank you to our CNAs from Palm Garden of Ocala.
On the first and third Wednesday mornings of each month at 9:05, Robert Colin will be with us from On Top of the World, Ocala's premier active adult community. Be sure to listen and be sure to call in. Speak with Robert to learn about all the exciting lifestyle and new home choices available at On Top of the World. From time to time, Robert will have guests, and we're sure you will enjoy our little chat. You deserve the world, and we bring it to you. So be sure to tune in on the first and third Wednesdays of each month right here on The Source, WOCA.
Tired of looking at stained carpets, dirty tile, or grout? Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Make your flooring look great again. Stains, pet odors, allergies. Call Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. From serving our country to serving our community. Silverback Restoration, 414-5312. Residential and commercial. Their work is guaranteed along with your satisfaction. Check their website, silverbackrestoration.com.
Thank you, Joe. 26 minutes before 8 o'clock. Now it's really overcast. The clouds have moved in here at the Paddock Mall, so looks like, I guess, that chance of rain that Robin told me is happening is going to happen here. All right, let's open the phone lines. The number is 622-9622. Remember the way it works. We don't have a call screener, so the call will be answered. You will hear yourself, you will be able to hear what's going on the air. However, you won't be on the air until you hear me say, good morning, you're on the air. and if you hear me say that on the radio, but not on your phone, then somebody else is on the air. Just hang in there, and then I'll try to get to everybody. The number again, 622-9622. All right. I like to look for things that are light first.
Fun things.
Yeah, then we'll get into the heavy. Today's Thursday, not Friday, so I have to find the real news, too. Well... Oh, here we go. A live stream today. NASA will host a discussion. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is today. Mm-hmm. NASA's going to let us know what they found on Mars.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
They're going to host a discussion on new science results from its Mars Curiosity rover that has been collecting data on the red planet since August 2012.
Nice.
While the results are being held until the live discussion, which will be hosted on NASA television and its website, curious space and Mars enthusiasts can send questions on social media using hashtag AskNASA. The Curiosity rover has been investigating various rock layers on Mars to better understand why the planet turned from wet and warm to dry and rocky.
Wow.
So what did you guess? What do you think they found?
Gosh, from wet and warm to dry and rocky.
I think they found a fossil.
Oh, there you go.
Wouldn't that be something? We found evidence of previous life on Mars.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
There was a bone of a guy, and he had a microphone. I don't know. Hey, there's another big announcement today, too. IHOP changed their name to IHOB, IHOB.
Isn't that something?
And today they're going to reveal what that stands for. IHOP stood for International House of Pancakes.
Yeah, all these decades, more than half a century, right?
I don't know. But IHOB, everybody's thinking it's the B is going to change to breakfast. Mm-hmm. You know?
International House of Breakfast.
Everybody thinks that. International House of Breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, but I love the word pancakes. I mean, I just,
Maybe the other letters are going to change, too.
What do you think they would be?
Maybe it's instead, have our beer.
Oh, there you go. I love that. That's great.
Instead, have our beer.
Yeah, we're catering to the adult crowd now. We've had over half a century of children catering. Now we're
Or
catering
maybe
to adults.
they're going to feature bologna. It's going to be called I Have Only Bologna.
Ah, nice.
I have only bologna.
They're going to have to get the bologna eaters to perform then.
Or maybe there's been a kidnapping, and they're letting us know Istanbul has our brother.
Oh, there you go. I love that code.
What do you think?
I love
What do you
that
think?
code.
What do you think they're going to tell us today?
Yeah. Wow. This is something. I hope it's not a letdown like the Family Circus, Mom. Remember that cartoon, The Family Circus? And then all of a sudden, it was coming up for like 2 months that the mom was going to change her hairdo. She was going to have
Oh my gosh, really?
something brand new for her hair. Well, instead of, the sideburns, zipping out like a Nike swoosh, they made them come down straight.
And that was the big deal, huh?
That was the big deal. It's like, so, you could have given her long and silky hair or
it's the
something,
the art of hype.
Exactly.
Hyperbole. The
Exactly.
art of hyperbole, right?
That's right. Everybody was waiting for that change.
All right, let's see what we have here. House Republican leaders will meet today in an attempt to find a compromise on immigration legislation that meets the needs of both conservatives who want to crack down on illegal immigration, as well as moderates aiming to support dreamers, undocumented immigrants brought into the United States as children. The meeting will attempt to earn support from GOP moderates who have been working with Democrats to force a vote on an immigration plan they support. Do you know, I take exception to this one because this says conservatives who want to crack down on illegal immigration. I think we should crack down on illegal immigration. Does that make me a conservative? It could be. I don't know. But why is that a conservative thing?
Exactly.
I want to crack down on illegal immigration. In other words, I want to make sure that the laws that are set up in place so that people can move to this country are abided by. That's all.
Exactly. That's the way it should be.
I mean, make people understand that we have a law in place and we're serious about it. That's all. It's got nothing to do with being conservative.
That's right.
I don't understand why that's even not mentioned ever.
No, it's not. It's not.
Let's see.
Follow the rules.
Nearly a month after the Supreme Court struck down a ban on sports betting in a landmark ruling, New Jersey lawmakers are set to pass a final bill regulating sports betting at casinos and racetracks online. From there, the bill will move to Governor Phil Murphy's desk for approval or veto. The move comes only a few days after Delaware legalized the practice, as well as a years-long lawsuit that overturned the 1992 federal prohibition on sports wagering by the Supreme Court. The legislation may take a few days to be reviewed by the governor and his team. Anyway, so you'll just have more and more places where you can spend your money on basically nothing.
That's right.
That's what gambling is. Gambling is spending your money on nothing because our governments have figured out that they can't figure out how to make money. That's what it is. The governments have figured out that they can't figure out how to make money. So they have to do the thing that seems to make money, but does so in such a way that the person who spends their money gets nothing in return.
Yeah, of course.
Now, they say, well, no, you're wrong, Larry. What they get in return is fun. Well, here's my thought to that, okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yes, a lot of people have fun with this, right? But if you don't view it as just an opportunity to have fun, then you literally will blow your whole paycheck hoping for some big windfall.
Yeah.
Everybody who goes into a casino does not have that kind of control. You're one of them, by the way.
I know, but I do have a limit.
No, you have a friend. You have a friend.
That's right.
And I say to you, I think that's enough. Same thing you do to me when I'm doing one of the things that is my vices.
Exactly.
But anyway, it's just...
Yeah, but we shouldn't have to regulate the people.
Why was that lady
It's
yesterday?
communism.
You know what's been on my mind since yesterday? Okay,
What's that?
we had that lady, and she wrote the book about transsexual people, and she is transsexual. She didn't want to be called she.
No.
She wanted to be called they.
Yes.
Because she lives as a man, even though she's a woman, and she's got a female partner. Okay, I don't disrespect people. I don't judge. The Bible says, "Judge not, lest you be judged," or something of that nature, right? But I was trying to make the point that the one issue that has come up is the showering together of boys and girls.
Yeah.
Now, for the sake of this conversation, everybody don't get mad at me. For the sake of this conversation, please understand I'm going to say boys, meaning biologically boys, okay?
Yeah.
So a young man in high school, we're talking his high school age, okay? Where they have group showers. Now, group restrooms where they're using toilets and there's a stall around everything, I don't think that's a big deal. It might be weird, but I don't think it's a big deal. But I think the showers is a big deal. And I tried to be really respectful to her, and I think I was. And I said to her, the only issue I have is the showers. Because if you have, 20 girls in the shower, and one of those girls, with a quotes around it, is biologically a boy, then there's a penis in the room. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, and she said, she jumped on me. She said, she said, just because you have a penis doesn't mean you're going to be bad. And I said, well, I happen to know that. I have one and I don't think I'm bad. Right?
That's right.
All right. So, but my point is, so that one person who was born a male, who feels like he's a female, who feels he has an entitlement to shower in the girl's shower, he or she, whatever,
Yeah.
is to be considered over the other 20 girls who might feel uncomfortable. I didn't say the guy was going to do something bad. I just said the other 20 girls might feel uncomfortable.
Well, sure.
And then her reply to that was, well, they've got to learn to accept it. It's part of life. I don't know. I mean, if I'm the father of one of those girls, I'm going to say, you know what? I don't think so.
No, not at all.
Why? I mean, why can't we? And she says, yeah, but a lot of schools are going to the private showers. And I said, okay, well, that's different then. And she was saying that boys and girls should be able to play football together. And I was, okay, but isn't that going to be a problem? I mean, aren't those girls? I mean, if you tell a girl you don't make the team because you're not strong enough, and then she pulls the feminist card on you.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, well. You know? And I know some girls can play football better than some boys. I know that. But I'm just saying, I don't know. There's something unfair to the rest of the world.
Oh, sure there is.
In those particular cases. Good morning. You're on the air. I didn't mean to go on that tangent, brother. You there? Hello? Are you there?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Okay, I don't hear you. You try back. Something was up with that call. You came through for a little bit, and it was hard to hear. Anyway, I want to respect everybody. I don't want anybody to feel left out. I don't want anybody to feel being discriminated against or anything like that. But I think that in my example, the 20 girls in the shower already might feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it should be majority rules.
And by the same token, well, the majority shouldn't always rule. I think, but by the same token, maybe it's even more of an illustration if you say, what about the girl who feels like she's a boy? Mm-hmm. Okay, and she goes into the men's or the boys' shower.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, that might even be a worse situation.
Yeah.
Not that anybody's going to do any harm. But just to, oh gosh, I don't know. It just seems...
It's very uncomfortable feeling. I go back to that time we were in Chattanooga when Obama was president, and he said that men can come in the women's room if they feel like a woman. And I was in the ladies' room, and then right outside the door, there was this girl, 19 years old, and before she went in there, she yelled through the door, "Are there any men in there?"
Right.
Because she wasn't going to go in there if there was a guy in there.
Yeah, she felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, exactly. So no, you keep the bathrooms and the showers the same as to the gender in which you were born. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, a lot of people don't agree with you and don't agree with me.
I know, but this is the way I feel.
Yeah.
They probably don't have children that age, all of those. And Obama's 2 girls, they didn't come on the air and said, oh, yeah, I'll be fine showering with the boys in my high school, or I'll be fine going into the boys' bathroom, or I'll be fine for the boys coming into my shower in my high school.
Well, and
These 2 girls should have been on TV, you know.
And here's the other thing. I mean, why can't, okay, if they're going to say that, then why doesn't everybody just shower together? Straight, gay, whatever.
Yeah.
Just all go in the shower together.
Exactly. Don't have any...
isn't that how they do it in Europe? Isn't that what they say?
Yeah, that's what they say.
So maybe we're just kind of behind the times a little bit. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I would have loved that when I was in high school.
I bet.
That would have been awesome.
I bet you and your other friends would have been down at the principal's office. They're taking too long to shower. They're pretending not to look at me, but I know they're looking. You guys, down to the principal's office.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
Gee.
If you're trying to call in, I don't know what's going on. I keep pushing the button, and there's nobody there, so... keep trying. I'll keep pushing the button. Let's see. The Washington Capitals are just 1 win away from claiming the first Stanley Cup title in their 44-year history and erasing decades of franchise heartbreak. The Caps are riding high after taking a 3-1 series lead with a crushing 6-2 victory over the Vegas Golden Knights in Game 4. Teams that hold a 3-1 lead in the final are 32-1 since the league went to a best-of-7 format in 1939. I hate reading sports. I never know what the dash means. Does the dash mean and, or does the dash mean to?
It depends.
I know.
And. It's
I know.
usually and. You know, if you have games,
I don't know.
Wins and losses, it's and.
Why can't they write
or
it?
Or in, the word in.
Why can't they write
3-0, and? You know.
My friend Jimmy McCauley is a Mets fan, loves the Mets. Yesterday on Facebook, he writes, "The Mets suck." He was so mad at his favorite team. And I didn't realize he wasn't sitting at home watching it on TV. He was at the stadium. What's it called? Is Citi Field?
Yeah.
He was at the baseball park with his son, and his son looks about as old as my son, so about 30-ish, I guess. And it looked like they were having a really good time, but at the same time, he's just really disappointed in his team.
Yeah.
And so everybody's putting a comment under Jimmy's picture, right? And I put, well, you had a good time with your son. That's what's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
That's my comment. Everybody else is, yeah, they suck. I can't believe them this year. Even our friend Gary, Gary wrote like a half of a book. He wrote, oh my gosh, I can't believe Gary bought season tickets for the thing. And he said, I can't believe I spent $179 for...
You're the only one that picked up on the most important thing.
I'm the dad. I say, well, they're all dads, actually.
Yeah, but...
I'm the only one who placed importance on that part of it.
The most important thing is to share time with your children. Most important.
Yeah, but the Mets suck. That's what he said.
That's right.
But here's the thing, and I know this from having been around not only Jimmy, but other sports people, like Galen, for example. If Galen says the Red Sox suck, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if I say the Red Sox suck, that's a war.
Oh yeah, you're done.
You know?
You're just.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't have a right to say that. It's like you can badmouth your own family. I guess. I don't ever do that. But you can. But you don't let anybody else badmouth your family.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah. So with Jimmy, I would never say, yeah, the Mets suck. But I guess the other people who are saying that must also be in the same.
They must be Mets fans.
They also have license to say it.
Yeah, because they're Mets fans, probably. Yeah, they're probably Mets fans and know each other.
What other news do you want to hear? Anything? Oh, this horrible story. This is just a sad story all around. So remember the other day we had a story of a guy who was wanted for murdering a baby.
Yes.
And a SWAT team got him, shot him. He's in the hospital. He's still not recovered. But when he does recover, he'll be taken to jail.
Good.
Well, the mother of that baby has been charged with abuse of a corpse because she put the dead baby in a freezer.
Oh, my God. So she didn't love that baby at all.
I don't know.
Oh, my God. She didn't love that baby.
But
she should be put in jail, too.
The baby was found in a freezer, so now she's been arrested.
Well, good. Put her in the jail and throw away the key. She doesn't deserve to come out and see the light of day either.
Have you ever heard of the Howie in the Hills? Wait. What's it called? The Howie Mansion on Citrus Avenue in Howie in the Hills?
No. I've been to Howie in the Hills for Shannon's soccer games, but I've never heard of.
Have you ever seen a
mansion.
Have you ever seen a mansion on Citrus Avenue?
I don't think so. I don't even know where Citrus Avenue is. I just have, I'm like tunnel vision. I'm going there for the soccer game, and that's it. That's all I care about.
Well, this is a mansion on Citrus Avenue in Lake County in Howie in the Hills. So it's our neighboring county. Okay, it's in the news because 4 people broke into it, according to the surveillance cameras, but they don't know who they are. Anyway, so the story says 4 people broke into it, and that's pretty much the whole story there. Okay. Then it says it's a 20-room structure. It was built in 1925 by William J. Howie. Now we know what Howie in the Hills means.
Yeah.
President Calvin Coolidge was one of the notable visitors when he attended an all-male party at the mansion in 1930.
There you go.
What the heck?
They had girls there. Don't let them fool you. Calvin Coolidge in the Mail Review.
After being abandoned for almost a decade, the mansion reopened last month and now serves as a wedding and event venue.
Oh, my.
If you ever want to get married, you can get married at the Howie Mansion.
Well, I would like to go see it then.
On Citrus Avenue.
Go through it. Good morning.
It is it's considered an historic landmark.
I would love to see it. It must be elegant.
Looks like a big house is what it looks like.
Yeah, but if it was built in the 1920s, they must have ornate carvings and everything on the inside.
Today, gubernatorial candidate and agriculture commissioner Adam Putnam is going to release a paper. He's calling it a policy paper. These are the policies that he wants to bring to the governor's office if he is elected to be the next governor. It's not clear exactly what's on it, but those who know him say it probably has a lot to do with mandatory minimum prison sentences, opioid, the fight against opioids. He wants to appoint a drug czar. We know that about him. So we're kind of speculating what's on the list, just like we're speculating what IHOP is changing the name to.
Yeah, exactly.
IHOB.
I have
doesn't
only
even
sound like fun.
I have only bologna. That's what it's called.
IHOB.
Instead, half-hour burgers. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh, there you go. That makes sense.
Maybe they're going to be a burger place.
Yeah.
Florida authorities have identified the worker killed in an explosion in Suwannee County, which killed an iron-working worker.
Iron worker.
Yeah. Well, it was an iron-working plant, and he was an iron worker. Yes, he was only 32 years old. His name was Andrew James Reynolds. He died in an explosion yesterday morning in the city of, O'Brien. O'Brien is about 50 miles northwest of Gainesville in Suwannee County.
Oh, my God.
So there was an alligator walking door to door in the city of Ocoee. That's what they say.
Okay.
Going door to door. Big old alligator, too, 8 foot long.
Wow.
And so the people who know how to trap alligators were called, and they were putting it into the back of the truck, and the alligator head-butted one of the officers, knocking him to the ground.
Oh.
And he actually went unconscious temporarily.
I bet he did. Those alligators are tough.
Boom, boom. In the video, you can see it, too.
Oh, gee. But they had his mouth taped, right?
He had his mouth taped, yeah. They had him. But then the alligator actually falls out of the truck. And the other guys have to get the thing back into the truck. So.
Well, they weren't professionals then, were they?
I was thinking the same thing.
They weren't
Somebody didn't know how to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because those professional alligator trappers, I mean, zip, zip, and they're gone. So, no, somebody wasn't doing something right.
President Trump wishes Muslims around the world a Ramadan Mubarak, which is a blessed holiday. President Trump yesterday hosted his first White House dinner for Islam's holy month of Ramadan, an overture that surprised many in the Muslim community after he skipped hosting such a meal last year. Speaking at an iftar dinner, which breaks the day-long fast, Trump offered a message of unity, recognizing members of the Muslim community at home and abroad.
There you go.
In gathering together this evening, we honor a sacred tradition of one of the world's great religions, he told an intimate audience that included cabinet members and ambassadors from many Muslim-majority nations, including Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Jordan, and the United Arab Emirates.
Okay.
U.S. Border Patrol agents made 51,912 arrests in May for illegal crossings. The third month in a row, the number has topped 50,000 amid a new zero-tolerance policy that an agents separating families caught crossing illegally.
Good. They should. They should. You want to come here, do it the right way, okay? Just do it the right way. Don't try to be sneaky. We don't need sneaky people here. We got enough of them already.
50 years after his death, Robert F. Kennedy's words remain powerful. At ceremonies yesterday at Arlington National Cemetery, speakers paid homage to his oratory by simply reciting excerpts of his speeches to a crowd of several thousand that gathered to remember him. Civil rights leader and U.S. Representative John Lewis of Georgia quoted Kennedy's speech after the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., which occurred just 2 months before Kennedy himself was shot and killed. He said, quote, "What we need in the United States is not division. What we need in the United States is not hatred, but love and wisdom and compassion for one another," unquote. Emma Gonzalez, a survivor of the Parkland school shooting in Florida, read a quote from a 1966 speech that Robert Kennedy gave in South Africa during the apartheid era, saying, quote, "First is the danger of futility, the belief there is nothing one man or one woman can do against the enormous array of the world's ills, against misery and ignorance, injustice and violence. Yet many of the world's great movements of thought and action have flowed from the work of a single man," unquote.
Nice.
Nice words, powerful words.
Very.
Why would anybody do away with somebody who was saying so powerful of a message?
I'm jealous.
The Army paid $1.5 million for a retired Boeing 777 from Saudi Arabian Airlines so it can blow it up.
Gee.
They're going to blow it up at a military test center in Maryland. According to a recent report, the transaction occurred between the Army and the Clear Sky Aviation Company, which is based out of Arizona, which buys and sells airplanes. The Boeing 777-268ER has tail number HZAKF and will fly from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia to Aberdeen Test Center in Maryland later this year. Clear Sky will strip some of the parts that are not in its contract with the Army, including the engines. After that, the Army plans to test how certain bombs impact airplanes. Well, there you go.
Yeah, but shouldn't the airplane But shouldn't the airplane be intact and not just the shell? Because it makes a big difference if you're blowing up a shell or if you're blowing up an airplane with an engine.
You probably are onto something. I would imagine.
What I think.
Yeah, I would imagine you're right. And perhaps what they do then, maybe there's something about the technology that they didn't want to share. So then our guys will have to put engines on it just so that it'll be whole again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio. I'm Lillian Wu. The president gearing up for the G7 summit in Canada, and while his top economic advisor Larry Kudlow tried to downplay trade tensions, he also said,
"We will do what is necessary to protect the United States, its businesses, and its workforce."
Kudlow also said the U.S. and the Chinese do not have a deal on ZTE that both sides agree on. He also said right now with China, at least as it stands at this moment, there is not a trade deal.
Fox's Blake Berman. Houston's Hobby Airport getting back on track this morning after a scare triggered by a toy grenade belonging to a Boy Scout. And Blake Shelton, the big winner at last night's CMT Awards.
I can't believe I've been doing this for 18 years. I have been
The song I'll Name the Dog taking Video of the Year as well as Male Video of the Year. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Dad, what are you doing?
Cramming for college.
I'm the one going to college.
Yeah, but we need to figure out how we're going to pay for it all.
Discover Student Loans.
Discover does student loans?
Yeah, they're one of the top student loan lenders in the country. It takes 15 minutes or less to apply, and there are no fees for the life of the loan. Best of all, I can earn cash rewards if I get good grades.
Really?
Yeah, we still have time to apply and get a great rate.
So I can just chill. College kids still say that, right?
No one says that, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
Visit discoverstudentloans.com to apply today. Limitations apply.
Save more with Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Hey, Todd, Liberty Mutual just saved me $782.
Liberty did what?
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Maybe I should switch to Liberty Mutual.
Visit us online to... Hey, stop echoing.
Sorry.
Visit us online to get a quote, and you could save $782. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Based on a recent countrywide new customer survey, coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company, Equal Housing Insurer.
This is Jennifer McCullough, the Executive Director of Palm Garden.
And I'm Sharon Baker, the Director of Clinical Services.
Last month, I told our listeners all about National Nurses Week, and now we want to talk about National Nursing Assistants Week.
It's the second week in June, and we want to honor all our excellent CNAs who give hands-on care to our precious residents every day. In fact, each department will be doing something special for our CNAs the entire week. It's going to be fun.
A big thank you to our CNAs from Palm Garden of Ocala.
Here is your 1-minute news brief from the source WOCA. The girlfriend of a 28-year-old man shot by Alachua County SWAT team members on Monday has been arrested after the body of the couple's 6-month-old baby was found in a freezer in a hotel in Dothan, Alabama. The historic Howey Mansion in Lake County was damaged during an early morning break-in. The 20-room structure was built in 1925 by William J. Howey. President Calvin Coolidge is listed as a notable visitor when he attended an all-male party at the mansion in 1930. Florida Republican gubernatorial candidate Adam Putnam today is releasing a policy paper. Florida Governor Rick Scott says in a new campaign ad that he is the one politician helping hurricane-ravaged Puerto Rico. A 32-year-old worker was killed in an explosion at an ironworking plant in Suwannee County, and an alligator roaming through a Central Florida neighborhood headbutted a trapper, knocking him out cold in a last-ditch effort to escape. The gator was eventually trapped. The trapper is okay. And that is your news brief from the source.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, more clouds than sun. A shower or two this morning. Watch out for a thunderstorm in the afternoon. The high 82 at the coast, 88 inland. Thursday night, a shower or thunderstorm early. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, though 70 to 74. For Friday, intervals of clouds and sun. A couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon. High 86 to 90. Saturday, partly sunny. A shower or thunderstorm likely. High 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hey, sweetheart, you look upset.
I just don't know how we're going to handle everything coming up these next few weeks. Graduation, Father's Day, Natalie's wedding.
Tell you what, make a list of all the events and what you want to serve. Then, just call Honey Baked Ham at 861-0011. They'll prepare everything to perfection, and they'll